How's it going, guys? And welcome back to the channel. This is Vlog coming to you with another video on Baki Hanma versus Kengan Ashira movie. Now, today I would specifically like to address the fight between Baki Hanma versus Ohma Tokita, and to let you guys know who would have won the fight had the fight continued, because at the end of this fight there was no winner, thanks to Yujiro Hanma and Gensai for stepping in to stop the fight. Now, before we get into this, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Now, the beginning of this fight, I had mixed feelings because my idea was there's going to be a winner at the end of this fight. I had mixed feelings because I like both characters. Plus, I know that if there's going to be a winner in this fight, it will mean that there will be no second movie. But for the fact that there wasn't a winner, I believe that there is room, right? There is room for future fights out of this movie. I'm hoping that there will be, or there is already ongoing sequel going on for this movie, for the next one, because I know the fans on both universe will like to see part 2 or a second movie on this, or even a series regarding these two universes colliding together. All right, now the fight starts with both fighters going in at each other. I really like the fact that Ohma has trained well enough, even when he was unconscious, when he was hospitalized. This guy was training himself while he was in coma, because when he woke up from coma, you could literally see that his prowess, his aura and his persona, you could literally tell that he has changed. He was way stronger after watching Kengan Ashira season 2, the end of the episode, right? He got way stronger than he was, which means when he goes into the advanced mode, it will literally make him almost 200 times stronger. Don't quote me on this, but based on the fact that after his coma, after he was hospitalized, when he woke up, his strength grew tremendously, which means his advanced technique would have grown as well. And if you pay attention to the color of the eyes when he turned into the demon possessed, or possessed demon, or if you want to say a clan possessed advanced ability, because I believe, okay, don't quote me on this, I think that Ohma and Rian are from the same clan, right? They are from the same clan. I'm not sure if this is true, don't quote me on this, but based on how that advanced technique works, I believe that Ohma and Rian are most likely related some way, shape or form. All right, let's get into it. Now, the fighters exchange a couple of blows. Ohma literally right away from the rip understood that Baki is exactly like him. He understood that Baki has the same tenacity, the same resilience, the same unwilling to give up, the same adaptability. And right away, Ohma started using Nico style, which means he has a way of compressing his muscle, making his muscle so hard that when you punch him, the person punching him will receive the damage, which Baki figured out real quick. Baki threw a couple of punches or a couple of attacks and realized that the more I hit this guy, the more I'm getting hurt. So Baki changed things up and started using the same technique he used on Pickle. That whip slash slap that he used that sent Pickle into a disarray for a bit. So he started using that on Tokita. Tokita was a little bit disarrayed about it, but then again, he recovered himself by using the advanced demon possessed ability. I still don't know. I still haven't judged. I still haven't come down to the exact name of this advanced technique. I used to call it advanced technique, but it looks more like advanced technique demon position or whatever you want to call it, you know? So when he turned this up, Baki realizes that I cannot fight this guy the way I am. I'm gonna have to bring something else to the table. Baki started using Demon Back. And once both fighters are now at the peak of their strength, at the peak of their level, at the peak of what they can do, they started going at it on each other. They started going at it without a shadow of a doubt, toe to toe, man to man, fist to fist, no holding back. And the whole fighters that were watching this, everyone was literally excited that these two are literally getting the best out of each other. And out of nowhere, the fight got ruined by courtesy of Yujiro and Gensai, one of the most top fighters on both universe, like on the separate universes. So when this happens, the fight went into a draw. There was no winner, right? Then, I was a little bit contempt with the decision, but at the same time, I figured that it would have been best to give us a winner. This is where I come in. Now, I'm going to strike some nerves on what I'm going to say. I may offend some extremists, but at the same time, unfortunately, it is what it is, okay? Because to be honest, the truth is, before making this video, I had to really sit down and really think about these two. I had to look at the facts, not my feelings, the facts. Let me say it again. I had to look at the facts and not my feelings. Because facts are facts. No matter how you look at it, facts are facts. Facts doesn't care, oh, that's your opinion. Fact is facts. Opinion, your your acceptance of the fact can be subjective, right? So I had to look at their fighting records or their fight records. I had to look at their history, their previous battles, because that's how you determine who is a better fighter. Because universally, ultimately, whether we like it or not, everybody loves a winner. The more wins a fighter has, the more that puts that fighter on a pedestal. And this is facts, not feelings. Facts. Okay? The more a fighter has wins on his belt, the more it makes that fighter a better fighter, and the more the fighter is favored when it comes to decision making, because a winner is a winner. Now, looking at these two records, Baki has lost 4 fights from what I can gather. He lost to Yuri, he lost to Yujiro twice, and he lost to Pickle, right? Ohma Tokita, on the other hand, has not lost a fight yet. Now, you can add the Agito fight at the backstage. Ohma was very sick, very, very sick, when he went in to mix up with Agito, and Agito kicked him, and that was the end of that squabble. I won't really count that, to be honest. I won't really count that, right? I won't count it, because Baki has had situations like that before, so I'm not going to count his situation. Like, I'm talking about a real fight. So, Ohma Tokito has not lost a fight. Now, some of Baki fans or extremists, I would say extremists because I myself, I'm also a Baki fan, but Baki extremists may be like, well, from what I gather from Kengan Ashura, Ohma only fought twice in the tournament Life or Death tournament, underground tournament or whatever. Well, that's not true. even though he fought twice. But before that tournament happened, Omar has had four consecutive fights, back to back fight before going into the underground Kengan Life for Dead tournament. His first fight, the very first episode, he fought a guy in the alleyway. The second episode, he fought a blonde haired guy in an abandoned house, which was where he met Lihito. He ended up fighting Lihito and won the fight. And he fought Shikibayashi and won the fight, which was where the chairman came in, or he was watching from far distance and came in and said, I'm now declaring Kengan Ashura Life or Dead tournament. Alright? So Ohma Tokito has fought four guys, four able-bodied, four excellent fighters. Right? He fought them before going into the tournament. And when he got to the tournament, he won his fight. His fight with Rian kind of took a lot out of him. And you can see Rian would have easily beaten Jack Hanma had the fight continued. You all could see that. If I could see it with my eyes, if you are a fighter, or if you have watched martial art fighting or any fight, or if you can see, you could literally tell that Rian Kerr would have won that fight had the fight continued against Jack Hanma. He would have won, clearly, clear cut. He would have won that fight. So with this fight between Ohma Tokito versus Baki Hanma, had the fight continued, since they gave us a draw, I'm going to judge this based on their records. Ohma has 0 losses in his record. Baki has 4 losses in his record. So which puts Ohma Tokito above Baki. That's how I'm going to judge it. If we're going to talk about techniques, well, both are evenly matched. If we're going to talk about durability, both of them are evenly matched. If you're going to talk about resiliency, both fighters are evenly matched. If you're going to talk about willpower, both are evenly matched. So the only way I'm going to judge this fight is based on records. Who wins his fight? No matter what type of situation he gets into, who ends up coming up on top? Who has a better record? Ohma Tokita has a better record. It's not even a competition. Ohma Tokita has a better record than Baki. So with that, I'm declaring that Ohma would have won the fight had the fight continued. I can also understand the reason why they didn't give us a winner, because had they give us a winner, it would have put things only on one side. But due to the fact they cut it down the middle and there was a draw, that kind of makes things stable. But I'm hoping that due to the fact they gave us a draw on 2 fights out of 3 fights, they gave us a draw on 2 out of 3. That is way too much draw. I don't even know why they did that. That is way too much draw going on. So I'm hoping that there is some type of a sequel, right, to give us a second movie, because this deserves a second movie. Even deserves a little mini series. Why not? We didn't see Agito fight. We didn't see Biscuit Olivia fight. We didn't see Golan fight, and other fighters that I know that will give us some good entertainment. I didn't see them fight. The guy Biscuit Olivia was trying to mix it up on Baki Hanma versus Kengan Ashura movie. The fight, Biscuit Olivia was taking on a guy that he deemed worthy, that me and this guy can really go toe to toe. We are going to have fun. We're going to have a good time until the chairman told them to stop it. Had that fight gone down, I would have loved it. Yeah, Ichibe and Giria or Jiria or whatever his name was, that fight would have been a good fight. I would have loved to see that fight. So there were fights that I would have loved to see. Gensai versus Yujiro Hanma, I would have loved to see their fight. So there were rooms for more. But then again, if they're going to do a second movie, that would definitely mean they're gonna have to give us a winner, right? And I'm not sure how you fans feel about that, but at the end of the day, come hell high water, judging these two favorite fighters, Baki Hanma versus Oma Tokito, I will put Oma Tokito over Baki due to the fact that Oma Tokito has a better record than Baki, right? And let's not forget the last two fights Baki had, right? His last two fights, he lost it. Pickle and Yujiro Hanma. He lost his two consecutive fights. So that's my take on it. Be sure to let me know what you think on the comment box. Do you think that my evaluation of this fight is wrong? Let me know what you think. Do you think Baki would have won the fight had the fight continued, had Yujiro Hanma and Gensai didn't step in? Do you think that Baki would have won the fight? If you put Baki over Omar Tokito, let me know why. If you put Omar over Baki, let me know why. On that note, stay safe. Don't forget to follow me on my other social media platforms, ladies and gentlemen. If you like martial arts, follow me on TikTok for that. That's where I do my martial arts videos. And you can also follow me on Instagram. And yeah, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comment section. On that note, stay safe. Keep on keeping on. See you in the next video.